You founded Soylent.
Yes.
And tell me what that is.
Soylent is a mission to improve food. It's supposed to improve its efficiency, its taste, its ubiquity, and thereby improve people's health. It's at a very early stage right now, but currently the goal is to have this very utilitarian, efficient, cheap form of food. So Soylent is a mixture of every essential human nutrient in the correct proportions to make someone very healthy and sustain life.
You ate Soylent almost, what, 90% of the time?
So I did it exclusively for 30 days just to work out the kinks, and that wasn't because I am against food or anything. That was just a control for the experiment. You know,
Sure.
I had to make sure that everything that was happening to me was exclusively because of the Soylent. And I ran into some kinks early on, but I ended up working those out. And then after the month, I realized that this is great. This is exactly what I was looking for. And now it's my meal almost all the time.
You took to the internet to start crowdfunding
Correct.
Soylent, and within 3 hours, you met your goal of $100,000.
Yes.
And you're now sitting on top of $425,000.
Right.
What do you plan on doing with that money?
What we promised. We plan to set up manufacturing, improve scale, do more controlled testing. It's about improving and scaling and lowering cost.
How would you pitch your product to somebody who, say, enjoys cooking, for instance?
It's about the balance. You know, it's about moderation. I think I'm very optimistic that this could improve everyone's relationship with food. I see food as, you know, this form of art and enjoyment and you know, leisure. Food should be enjoyed with other people, and you should enjoy good food, and you should respect talented chefs and this sort of thing. That's how food should be enjoyed. And then the rest of the time, I think we should, you know, have something efficient that you can live on. It's about, you know, if you do this for most of your meals, then you probably won't have to worry about your health nearly as much, and then you wouldn't have to feel bad about eating your favorite foods, or you know, you should maximize the pleasure of food separate from the utility of nutrition.
You also talk on your blog about how you hope that Soylent can help fix inefficiencies in distribution in food across the world.
Right. I think that, you know, in the long term, this could have a pretty large impact on food security. I see the problem with hunger is not really underproduction; it's waste. You know, 50% of food produced globally is wasted because you know, of spoilage, and it can also be very difficult to transport. And you know, there's all sorts of logistics problems around it. It's not really the production. This, you know, by boiling it down to its, you know, key nutrients, this sort of thing, it keeps for years. Not spoiling, it could be a huge factor in and of itself for food security. Something that if you could store it for years, then it's much cheaper to transport. You know, a lot of foods that we eat is like fruits and vegetables are 90% water. It's not very economical to transport things in this fashion. You know, it's very heavy, a lot of volume. This sort of thing, if you can, you know, feed someone for a long amount of time with relatively little mass and weight, I think it could have a huge impact on hunger globally.
I am going to test drive Soylent for a week.
Yes.
What should I be expecting for my first week on Soylent?
I expect that, you know, if you do this exclusively, which is not the intended use, you know, the intended use is to do this most of the time, and then you'll enjoy good food when you have the means.
Sure.
But if you do this all of the time, I expect that after it takes about 40 hours for you know, food to go through the system, and I think by that time, I think you'll be feeling pretty good, honestly.